Hi guys, this is James Remita of the Brew Show, and I find myself inside the magnificent MB Studio Fix, and I'm sitting with the MB behind MB Studio Fix, Mahalia Bamford.
Hey.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm feeling blessed. Sundays are my days. I'm a Sunday born, so
Same.
yeah.
So I'm crazy.
Oh, you stole my name and added KW to it.
Awesome. So you see,
Yeah.
that's one thing we have in common, and I'm sure during the course of the interview, you're going to hear a whole lot more.
hmm
So, who is Mahalia Bamford?
Well, Mahalia is a multi-talented, versatile, fun-loving, blessed girl. I I came into the media or showbiz. I started with beauty pageants. So I did national and international.
Mm-hmm.
And then that phase sort of blew over when life really set in. So I became an entrepreneur. The working 9 to 5 wasn't too favorable for me because there's a whole lot of other things I always want to keep doing. So working for myself was the best option. So I started cooking. Most of you don't know this. I started with beans, Abu Boy. You guys know, right? Bambara beans. I started selling Bambara beans on Snapchat when I had my first rent in Ghana. And then from there, it's been like business to business, importing for people. So you can check out Met Sourcing on Instagram. We import whatever you need. And then MB Studio Fix was birthed. MB Studio Fix is still in existence. And next year, we are adding a third one. So we have the Met Sourcing MB Studio Fix. And the next one coming is a surprise. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Mahida is just a girl trying to make the money and have fun while at
Necessary, necessary.
it.
And I'm coming for the bean soon.
Oh, I've stopped selling beans, but with what's happening, okay, let me just let it
Mm-hmm.
know. How am I saying it on your show? You have to pay me. Anyway, so next year we will be launching Belitizer. It's a garden themed restaurant where you can have local and continental dishes as well as breakfast. So then you can have your beans when we launch.
All of a sudden, I'm feeling hungry.
Oh, well, you will be fed. Your belly will be teased with
Mhm.
appetizers
Mhm.
and main meals and whatever it is that you
Mm,
need from
mm,
Belitizer. So
mm,
very
mm,
soon.
mm. Can we launch already? So how are you able to do all this in 24 hours? I know a lot of people seem to think 24 hours is not enough for them, but how
Mhm.
are you able to do all this and still be you?
Ah, it's not easy, but I think you just take each day at a time. Okay, and planning takes a very big role in being able to utilize your time because if you wake up like you're saying, we all have 24 hours. About 8 hours is for sleep. You're going to shower, eat, do other things. So it
Mhm.
sort of becomes very small when you think about it. But then I divide my time and do what I can as and when I can. I plan ahead. So, for instance, NBCU fixes having my workers, you can see some of them around. So, I try and make sure that I train them to be able to do what I do in my absence. Because sometimes in between, I have to go on a movie set. I forgot
Mhm.
to mention that I'm an actress as well. I have to go on a movie set, maybe dedicate like a whole month. So, how does my business survive, right?
Yeah.
So, you learn from people who are doing stuff that you want to do. You're never afraid to take it one step at a time because I didn't just build everything like in a day. And I'm not even anywhere, if I'm being honest, compared to where I want to be. Not in comparison to anybody else, but where
Mhm.
I want to be, I'm not even halfway there. So I'm just taking it one step at a time. Watch people who are doing what you're doing or who have done what you're trying to get
To
at,
get to.
right? So if
Yeah.
I'm trying to have a restaurant, I have to watch people who are running a successful restaurant, learn something from them. From trying to run a beauty studio like this, I watch people who are doing it, I learn something from them, I do my research, then I plan and divide my time for all the things that are important to me. Bit by bit, you get there.
Bit by bit, you get
Mm-hmm.
there, or as I say, brick by brick. But yeah.
Uh-huh.
So with the entrepreneurial side of you, how did MEC sourcing come about?
Okay, so first of all, I stay true to myself. So everything I do sort of just came out of my lifestyle. Not
Mhm.
everything was sort of seen before it happened. So when I was in UCC, I was in University of Cape Coast. I did Bachelor of Commerce, which everybody knows is one of the hottest courses in the school. BCom. If you're a BCom student, you're supposed to be like a doctor. You don't have time
Mhm.
for anything but your books. But here's Mahalia. Tomorrow I feel like playing tennis. Next year I want to play basketball. Da, 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 da. So I wasn't paying attention to that. And I would always come to Accra and go because I would get movie gigs with everyone else in wine production and always films. They had just started my acting career. So then I had to get clothes and stuff, and I don't always have the time to come and room in Accra, the boutiques, or get looks that will match my rules and all of that. So I started shopping online, and I really, really loved it. Like I would literally shop with my eyes, not pay for the items, and I'm even satisfied. Like window shopping, I'm okay. And then I discovered Alibaba. I'd mention Alibaba anywhere. I know everybody knows Alibaba. That's how I started. So I would order stuff from Alibaba, random stuff that I think I would need. Sometimes some things to decorate my room. Then it would arrive. And then through my research, watching YouTube videos and stuff, I discovered other shopping sites. And before I realized it, over the years, from way back about 10 years to now, I've sort of associated myself with specific suppliers from different factories, different countries, Vietnam. And so when somebody says, "Oh, I need this," I'm like, "Okay, check. Maybe you need furniture. Okay, check out all the furniture places in Spintex,
Vietnam.
right?" And then they went and checking this. I see the price. I'm like, but I saw this with my other supplier is way lower, and I saw
Yeah.
that with my other supplier is way lower. And I'm just a young girl. I don't have any big man at the back giving me money,
No.
no side income. So I'm always trying to find a way to cut costs. So when I'm able to tell somebody, look, you can save 10,000 if I order for you, they're like, oh, okay. Then I order for them, and I also get maybe my 800 or 500 on it.
And who doesn't like saving?
Exactly. So that's how the Met sourcing started. I've been doing that long ago without a name or a business. I just do that for people close to me. But this year, if I'm being very honest, a lot of people started going to China. If you're on Snapchat, everybody's trying to book to go to China, and it's because prices are too high now. We all know what's happening to the CD. The value is way down there, and then the dollar is. So when you're buying anything, once you bring it back to cities, it's like you're spending like 3 times the usual price,
Yeah.
and people are going through it. That's why I'm sure the China thing has become a trend. And most of my people that I source for started giving me bigger orders. So I figured, when other people know much about sourcing, everybody trying to avoid buying from Ghana to save some money, it's time to make a stand because I have been in the game for over 10 years. So as these youngsters have started a year or two and they are taking it serious, I realized maybe I'm not taking my talent or skill that serious. So then I created a page, created a website, and started soliciting with companies, and then now Met Sourcing is standing. Do you get it? So it
Yeah.
started from my lifestyle. Anything you're good at, this is how I see it. I'm a business student, and I advise anybody listening. Anything you're good at, you don't do it for free.
No.
Even with MB Studio Fix, it started with me trimming brows in University of Cape Coast. When I was in Malika, 2014, my brows were very bushy and big, and I loved them. But for the first time, I was about to have my makeup done. I was not a makeup girly. I didn't know anything about makeup in 2014. And then the makeup artist sort of just trimmed my whole brow and left like one line. I think at that time that was a trending look. And it helped me till now because my brows never grew back to the way they used to look. So ever since, I would just not let anybody touch my brows. If they are overgrown and I'm not seeing a clear shape and I want to sort of trim a bit, I go in the mirror and I do it myself. And then I would use my pencil to outline the shape on the bare face so my brows stand out. Now when I'm going to lectures, the girls will be like, "Oh, can you do the same for me? I love it. Can you do the same for me?" And they'll come to my hostel and I'll trim from them for I don't know if you guys know Delcy Hamilton from. She also went to Malika after myself. I think she was the second UC girl to follow my lead. Yesterday, yesterday I had a Dwena who's also from UC, but she's not a lawyer. I mean, all these girls back then when we were just university students would come and I'll trim their brows for them, and they would be so excited and be praising me. I'm like, this is something very normal. I do it for my sisters at home, and they even tell me whatever they want. They don't even care about like appreciating it and all that.
Do that for you.
So I started realizing that maybe there's something unique about what I do. Because most salons, you go there those days, you give them one city, they'll trim your brow for you. Why are they so excited about how I do it? Because I realized that every girl who had my issue, they didn't want to reduce their brow size, but wanted a nicely outlined shape. Like mine, because I would do it without trimming a lot of your hairs, like I would do for myself. So then it started getting to makeup, right? Once in a while, after my life, I got used to makeup. So if I'm going for an event, I'll put a little foundation and powder. People will be like, "Oh my God, that's pretty." I'm like, "It's just foundation and powder." Some of them will come to me and say I should do their makeup. So I'm late for something. "Oh, I'll give you money." So I started doing makeup. Do you get it? So when you realize you're good at something, you can just pick something from that. Then everybody started doing. There was a time, I think 2018 2020 or 20, no, 2018, 2019, almost every young girl after uni was a makeup artist. One thing about me, I don't like to be like everybody else.
You want to be
So I
you.
stopped doing the makeup. Even though I was getting bridal gigs in Accra, Kumasi, Takrade, and they would pay me well. And I don't know, some people say I have a foreign touch to me. So when I mention my prices, people don't want to negotiate.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really helpful because I'll come on time, I'll be professional, and blah, blah, blah. So it's hard to say, I can't pay you this. You pay me
Because
what's my
you're
word because
doing
I will
exactly.
deliver. But then I let it all go. And then at the point, I was like, I let that go. And I'm just right now after national service, I'm just doing this my beans thing. But my lifestyle, God, Mahalia, my taste is here, my pocket is here. So I mean, when it's like that, people could easily take advantage of you with promises and blah blah blah. You know how it is. So I
Mm-hmm.
had to step up and find another way of earning money. So even though I was doing the beans, which had blown up by then, DKB was new in the industry. He was a new sensation. He was a funny guy talking about he's the headmaster, blah blah blah. He posted my beans on Twitter. I didn't even know, and I started getting interviews like the girl who uses her MacBook on Snapchat to take orders. So that limelight that I got helped me a lot because I then started publishing that, oh, I'm coming to do a makeup class. Then after the makeup class, I quit the makeup and I realized, well, it's still the brow I'm really excited in doing. I don't like when I have to pack products on my own face. Even though I can do it well because I draw, that one is from God. I can do it well for you to look nice. I don't really enjoy that, but it's the brow that's like the star of the game. So if everybody's doing makeup, let me leave it and find a way to concentrate on brows.
Mm-hmm.
So I was researching. I just went on my phone. What I was watching Netflix, I remember, and I was just searching like brow, makeup brows. Then something came up, PMU brows. That was new. There was a lady in Atlanta, I've forgotten her name, who had a video. I saw a link, I clicked, it took me to YouTube. And she was doing the same brow thing, but with ink, like the way they do tattoos. And I was
Yeah.
like, whoa, I haven't seen that in Ghana. I am going to do it first now. So I'm leaving the makeup for the girls. I'm going to do this. Then I was left with who will teach me? Because mind you, like I said, when I do everything, anything I do, I want to do it and do it well. I don't want to be like one of the few, one of the many. I want to be one of the few
You want
who
to
mention when,
excel.
yeah, I want to excel and stand out.
Yeah.
So then I didn't know how I would learn. So then I started watching YouTube. Then I'll see a device name, I went and buy it. So I started buying the stuff and I didn't even know what I was doing. And one day on Instagram, lo and behold, a Nigerian lady just posts that she's coming to teach microblading in Ghana. And those it was like what 800 cities or something. I was excited. I went, I got the idea of the whole thing because I already had some knowledge from the videos I was watching, but she didn't give us a practical way of
Lesson.
trying it. So even after I was so more excited, but there was a girl called Rhoda who came for the class. Rhoda, I love you so much. Shout out to you. Yes. Rhoda believed in me. She was like, Mahalia, everything you do is nice with the brow. So right after the class, she came to lie down that I should do her brows for me. And till now, she has them on. Like, yeah. And people ask her and she refers them to me. So from there, I wanted to like announce that I have a business, give it a name, and start taking clients from my house because I didn't have money to get a shop or anything of the sort. Then I saw another post. There was a lady who was flying to Ghana because some girls had put money together. I think by then I was becoming a sensation because Nigerians had spotted it and they were making noise about it. So the PMU was now coming to Ghana. And I
Mm-hmm.
had to make sure I was on top of it because
Yeah.
like I saw it before everybody else in my mind. So I had to like be in front of it. And then I spoke to the lady. She charged me a hefty amount I don't have to mention. So you see, you have to love what you're doing, invest into it, and not just play around. So now I did better investment, and I realized that my game was
Top notch.
right there. And then I paid those days. I paid Dulcie for an ad. I did hair, and then that's it. The rest is history. People will come and say, "Can you add my lash to it?" So we added the lash. Then I'm a skincare enthusiast because I prefer to let my skin breathe than put makeup on it. So I started encouraging girls on Snapchat to use turmeric, home remedies, honey, blah blah blah. Just when I'm bored, I'm doing for myself by video. Then they'll ask me to make some and send. Oh yeah, so I started skincare too. Tibia Africa. So you see, it's chaotic, but that's how it is. Anything you realize you're good at, people come to you for help with, you can convert that into a business. So it's
Yeah.
not just about your certificate. I
Nope.
think we go to school to brace us for life and have general knowledge in almost everything. And then sometimes you're specialized in some areas, but it doesn't really limit you. You have to look within yourself. Whatever you're good at, whatever people come to you to come and solicit for, or they are willing to pay for, that can be a business. Then you can invest in that because you already have the genuine interest. You sort of have a ready market because people already want to come to you. So you invest in it, you become good at it, and then you have a business.
And you have a network that whether you want to admit it or not, is right there in front of you. So how you tap
Exactly.
into it makes sense.
Exactly. And then you take it one day at a time, you promote yourself, stand for what you do, keep getting better. Eventually, people will recognize you as someone who does this. And then that's how it starts.
Yeah.
You make your money. Ah, I can
Actually,
talk, huh?
make your money. No, I love the fact that you are talking about stuff you're passionate about because it makes my work easy.
I
You're
know,
just flowing. So
man.
thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And now with this right on top of us, you've kind of given the how, but what really is instituted the why.
Why? That's why I said it's the interest.
Mm-hmm.
My girls will testify. Even though I can do every service here because my business is mine and
Mm-hmm.
I should be able to hold it even if all my workers run away. So I've learned all the services. I can do nails. I won't do your pedicure though because I want someone else to do it for me. But I can do nails. I can do lash. Everything we do here, facials, wax them. But like I said, it started from brows. And
Yeah.
the brows, when I do it, it gives me joy. That's why back in school, I was even doing it for free, right? It gives me joy. So that is a why. Once it gives me joy and I can transfer the joy to other people, now they pay me for the transfer of joy.
And then they also
Get the joy. And then they tell the next person who also pays me and gets the joy of good brows. So that's the why. You have to get satisfaction. That's why I said it first has to start with something you like,
mm-hmm.
then you are good at. People like to come to you for it. So when you convert it into like a business, you don't look, even if I'm asleep at dawn, like maybe 3 a.m., and somebody says, Mahalia, I have a wedding tomorrow and I need you to do my brow tints for me. Boom, I'm here. And it doesn't feel like a burden. Because while I'm doing it, I'm having fun. I enjoy it. It comes to me naturally. Like I'm happy. When I even see the reaction, like I was mentioning one of my friends when we used to see Edwina. Edwina just was like, oh Mahalia, she got up. She was on the bed. She got up. She was like, Mahalia, this brow is perfect. Oh my god. Ah, I was blushing. I've never blushed like that when like a gentleman says you're beautiful. But when the girl was like, your brows are on point, I'm like, oh my God, stop it. And I have this loud laughter that comes, like a hearty laughter that comes when I'm genuinely excited and filled with joy. I was laughing. I have the videos here. So I get pleasure from it. I get some sort of satisfaction, happiness, joy from doing what I do. That is why, even though it's not always uh, a good business month or a
Yeah.
good business week, and what I offer is not a necessity or a need.
It's a
It's a
bit of a luxury,
luxury, a
yeah.
want. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So if the person can't afford it, they can definitely live without their brow, so they're not going to come, right? So somebody would ask, Mahalia, if you have your master's, you have your degree, why are you doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Before, my friends from school who know that I was one of the best students in my class would be like, Mahalia, why are you even doing brows? Like you're hustling on the streets when you could be in the office and having a fixed income. I'm like, you're in the office, somebody's going to dictate your time. I couldn't have been doing my acting on the side. There was a time people used to book me to sing for their events. I get to exercise all my talents and actually genuinely be happy. My time is mine. If I want to go off for mental, whatever,
Reasons.
de-stress or whatever, I go off. I post, look, my business is on break for a week. Nobody has a say. So that flexibility, I prefer that to the
Rather than a
stability of fixed
structure,
income.
yeah,
So you just have to look at what really you
works
want.
for you.
Some people can't stand if they can't tell themselves how much they'll make for the month. You can't do entrepreneurship because what if it's a 0 month? You see, and I'm versatile, so and like I said, I'm doing other things. So if this doesn't work, that works. So I'm able to like balance. So it gives me joy. That's why I do it.
So for anyone who is scared to test the waters, you've already told them the how and the why. So if they still fail to do it, how do you really encourage somebody to overcome their fears?
In tree, there's a statement, "Usura wundi," right? Look, you could go to bed and not wake up, right? Does that
Mm-hmm.
mean you not sleep?
No.
What if you go to bed and you don't wake up? So then you stand for the rest of your life. There's nothing that is for sure in this life. So I would just say, just do it.
Yeah. Like
Now or never. What's the worst that could happen?
you
After
fail.
I was
So
telling the
what?
beans, it wasn't that it even failed. It blew me up. But then I couldn't meet my orders because I
Yeah.
was just one person. I couldn't cook and meet all the orders. So I went on break and I just never came back. Did I die because I quit? I didn't die. I could continue MB Studio Fix when I continued. Look at us here. So just start. You won't die if it doesn't work. And if it works, hallelujah. So just start.
And if it exceeds your expectations, then glory
Thank
be to
goodness.
God.
So what do you really have to lose? Some people start their music career like after 40, but we all know usually in showbiz they'll say start from like 18 if you want to have a better chance.
Yeah. And people billing
Adele, when
out.
did Adele start singing? Right?
Yeah.
But Beyonce started early. They're
Mhm.
both successful. So you just have to start now. Now. KFC, when did he start?
87 or something. Yeah.
He was probably afraid his whole life. So he started 87, he succeeded, and he would just go and die. If he had not been afraid and he started earlier.
Like,
So start now, right here, right where you are with what you have. That's it. And just never give up.
I don't know how many things I'm taking away from this, but never give up. Just do it. Just start.
What do you have to lose? What's
Yeah.
the worst that could happen? Like ask yourself these things. Even the people that uh, are known for the worst things, right? Is it India me or something? There was a time that name was very fearful.
Yeah.
Even he did what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Even the people who want to kill people are killing people, and you want to start a
Killing
business,
people with flair.
and you're sitting there like, hey, what's it? Why? No, we don't do that here. No, if you want to be successful, you just have to do it. Just do it.
So, in wrapping up, how do people start acting? We haven't spoken about that part. The other creative side of you, the acting and the singing. How did that come about, and how do you encourage people to also?
Okay. First of all, like I said, it's an interest too.
Yeah.
I remember way back in senior high when I come home.
Which senior high?
Whenever senior high,
Okay.
people don't get it because I was in. People think I was in AIS. I was in AIS for junior high, but my mom was in Winneba. So right after that, I came to my mom, and that was the school over there, so I attended. But when I come home, I watch movies and I realize most people just watch movies and follow the story, right? I pay attention to facial expressions. I would read every word on the subtitles, even take notice of the wardrobes and the effect they have on the character. So I realized I was really going beyond just enjoying the movie, right? And I would see an acting class in Accra. My mom would drive me. Those days, Francis Brew, Pascal and Edwards, they will organize class and I'll come. Francis Brew will cry in 5 seconds. I'm like, how is he doing it? So I was already involving myself in, like I said, once again, something I already like. So if you want to act, if you want to do music, first of all, it's something you like. If you really like it and you don't have the talent for it, it will work. DJ Khaled is into music, right? He probably somebody else told him how to do beat. Why not? He probably have to go do the beats and he tell them, no, I don't like the sound, or add some beats. And then once it's good and he gets artists to hop on it, the song is his. But he doesn't even sing.
Nope.
So the interest is the first thing. If you're not interested in it,
Don't bother.
Don't bother because it will not work. Be interested in it. Once you find the interest, anytime you find an opportunity to learn something about, be involved in something about what you love, just take it.
Yeah. You have nothing to lose.
That's how it starts. Because for me, that's how I got to do the acting. That's how I got to do the singing. I was just singing in my house every day. I knew I had some good voice. That I have a good voice. Now I know. Before I didn't. I wasn't sure. Like sometimes I will be touched by a song in church, and I'll be singing wholeheartedly. I open my eyes, and people are like, I'm like, okay, I've got something. Sorry. So I realized, no, I've got something. Thank you. So from there, I realized, okay, so it's not just an interest in music. There's a talent somewhere. The acting, I joined drama club when I realized I was into it. So when I went to school, I think I started SS3. I did 4 years. So SS3, then I joined the drama club. I met Asantwa on TikTok and some people. Then, I was not probably a star on stage by then, but I was down in school. I told my mom I wanted to act. The first person we met would be like, I want you to be my woman. I'll give you everything. I realized I know, okay, the acting industry is a bit dirty. So I have to take my time. I don't have to rush. And the years were just going by. Even after I thought after Malika, people would spot me and someone would give me a role. But that's not how it works. First of all, who casts actors? Most of us want to be actresses and actors, but we don't even understand the person who acts, right? It's the producer, the person who is either organizing the whole thing or the person who's putting his money into it. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So you can either get to know people who write scripts, then they'll tell you who they sell their scripts to, right? Those people are the ones shooting the movies. Then they can introduce the person. Then the person maybe may decide to audition you for a role, and if you're good at it, you get it. Or the person who owns the production. For my case, Always Films and Wine, they gave me my head start. They casted me in my first role. So Always Films was a young guy who came on. Oh, you know him. He came on UCC campus. I think he was helping with somebody's campaign. He got to my day and was like, how I talk and express myself. Like when I'm expressing myself, is in my head, and whatever is my mind, I'm able to like bring it out. Sometimes not even with words, sounds, expressions. And he loved that. He was like, that's what an actress does. So he casted me and I was good. So I realized, okay, I'm good. So now I have to take my time, find a good spot. I didn't know anybody in Accra. I was not even in Accra. So imagine how I started. I texted everyone else. I realized that there was a time she was cast. First of all, I realized one, as a woman, it can be dangerous if I'm desperate because I'd be
Yes.
taken advantage of. So I didn't have to rush. I was just always following the actors and actresses and producers and the production houses on Instagram, watching what is going on. Anytime I see an audition, I go. I went for like 3 auditions. Every time they'll be like, I'm good. Then when they call me, there's some funny story about somebody wanting to see me in some inappropriate way. So I left everything. Then I saw Evan Nelson casting like new faces for her a project of hers. I'm like, well, first of all, Yvonne is a young lady. What's she going to need from me? If
Nothing.
I'm good, that's it. The worst thing is maybe she may not pay me or something. And at the end of the day, I'm looking for an opportunity. Why would I be thinking about that,
It's
right?
an internship, basically.
So if you are starting, if you're starting your career in showbiz, take it like you're doing an internship. Never expect to be paid. It's not that she didn't pay me. I'm just saying never expect to be paid. Because you can't expect people to give you opportunities that everybody else wants and you already think of what will be else to give me. Then you're already off.
Yeah.
Because other people are willing to offer themselves literally sacrificial lamb. Even women are sleeping around to be passerbys. What makes you think nobody knows you and you can come and ask for money? So I wasn't even looking for money. I was looking for an opportunity to showcase my talents. Once they can accept me as an actress, I can charge.
Yeah.
So I DM'd her, I was like, I beg her, she should just feature me in any of her movies. And she was like, oh, I should come to the office. She has a project coming in. She's auditioning people. So I looked through Yvonne Nelson's page and I realized, I mean, Yvonne was a star by then. I realized that she's young. I was trying to understand her personality. I realized she's young. So you see the time I put into it. I didn't just show up.
No.
I went through her page because at that time I was not doing page. I mean, I was in school. I was not watching every person's post and stuff. So I took my time. After she accepted, I was like, "This somebody going to give me an opportunity." I took my time, looked through her page. I realized that no, Yvonne is a fun-loving, easygoing person, right? But then the people around her don't look shabby. Everybody, so I have to present myself very well, right?
Yeah.
It's not like, sorry to say, it's not like some Kumawood, because Kumawood they may look at more other things like being funny or just being able to go unscripted and all that. But this person wants a package. So I went shopping. I pictured my look. I wanted something that's screaming boss, young, but put together. I went to the mall. I remember Westall's Mall, so I used to buy then. I went to Westall's Mall and spent my small savings, got some good looks and short comfortable heels. And when I was going, I got a friend to drive me. You see, packaging.
Packaging.
Got a friend to drive me because I didn't have a car. And I remember I was at Baolishi. Those days when I included office. So I got there and I saw a long queue. I saw Wesley Kessie, who's the superstar in fashion now. I saw a couple of people. You know what I did? I wore my confident face. You see, so that's where pageantry comes. Everything I've done sort of helps each other.
Yeah.
I had a walk and a look to me that screamed I was going to see somebody I knew. So they just gave me space. Passed through the queue, went inside, and when Yvonne saw me, she stopped like, hello. She thought I was some madam. Like, hello, welcome. What can I do for you? Then I was like, oh, even I texted you about wanting to be in the movie and you told me to come. The way she saw me, I wasn't like some young girl she can say, stand by and let me talk to her. I
Yeah.
looked really good, like a
Yeah.
boss who had things doing. So somebody was auditioning. She took the script and just gave it to me. I read it. Even when I was just going through reading, my facial expression was like, "Ooh, I'm good." She just ended the day that she bring a picture. I remember I went to ENC, took my picture, back. At that time, my friends have kept long too. He left me. I picked the taxi. I was sweating. When I got to the place, I made the taxi driver stand there. I found my face, so my makeup was dry, and I was still being, composed before I went inside. So yes, what you like, you try to learn around it and involve yourself in things that are around it as much as you can. And you wait for your opportunity. Once you see an opening somewhere, present yourself. If it doesn't work, don't be upset. Keep going. It may not even be your
The
spot.
rare one.
But people have forced to be in movies and they've done unspeakable things. So just relax. Yes. Follow the people in the industry. Pay your dues. Work for free. Even I know a lot of producers will give all the top producers from Yvonne to Ivan, they will pay you. No matter how, I mean, the industry is not even thriving right now, but they'll pay you. But don't go and ask. But start go with the attitude of I'm here to add. Because it's the same in the corporate world, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you want a job, you know very well you want to be paid and but you go there and do internship work for free like 2 years. Once you are picked, you are in it. While the whole time other people are waiting
For that
opportunity and they are asking for how much that does it come with and they're still asking, you're still there.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So you have to pay your dues. That's what it means. Pay your dues. If you have even know some director you can follow on set, just watch what is happening. it's you investing in the craft and what you want. Because if you are learning from observing, if you are learning from just being on set, even if you have to be a passerby, you're seeing how things happen on set. It helps. Okay, and then so yes, I got interviews, I got auditions that I wasn't even picked. Then my first time I showed, I didn't even finish acting. They picked me. So just watch what is happening. Producers, actors, directors, follow them. Watch what is going on in the industry. If you see a fair about film and all the top people are there, show up.
Go. Network.
You may take a picture and post, and someone thinks you're also an actor. That's how the person may even DM me and say, "Do you act? How many films have you been?" They tell the person, "Oh, most of your films have not been out yet." Even though you're not in it, they'll give you some script. Just make sure that you're ready to kill it. You kill it, you're an actor.
Yeah.
So that's how it worked for me.
That's right. Guys, once again, this is James Brew, Master Of the Brew Show. It's been a pleasure chatting with Mahalia Bamford. Mahalia, for those who, for whatever reason, are not following you anywhere, your social media handles.
Oh, I'm pretty active on just Instagram and Snapchat. Yeah. So Instagram Mahalia Bamford, Snapchat Mahalia Bamford. I use my real name everywhere. I'm not on Facebook. I think I have a Facebook page, but I'm not on Facebook. So you can search for Mahalia Bamford on Facebook if you're a Facebook fan. Yeah.
I beg this one, dear, for some of my people, please spell the Mahalia.
Oh, Mahalia, Mahalia. Bamford, Bam, Bamford, Ford car, Ford. So Mahalia Bamford.
So, guys, this is James Brew, Master Of the Brew Show again.
How did you also start the Brew Show?
Huh. Okay, so since she asked, I started. I had plans of being a sports presenter, and it wasn't panning out the way I had dreamt of. But after national service, I was idle. Someone called me, "Can I help with a blog?" Some people are about to start a blog. They didn't really know how to handle social media. I was like, "I'm not doing anything, so why not?" I was like, "Oh, they won't pay you." I was like, "I'm not doing anything."
See, pay your dues.
I did that for a few months, and then I got access to the back end of the blog site. Started doing that. Next thing I knew, someone had sent me money on my birthday, and I was trying to figure out what to do with the money. So I was like, okay, let me buy a domain, and that led to the Brew Show.
Beautiful. I'm sorry. Because I host. I've been hosting TV shows for some time. I just had to ask you a question. I hope that was not.
That was not.
I hope that was okay. Yeah.
And since you mentioned, let me just thank the person who gave me the money. Baba Bernadette, then Emisa now Amwako. She happens to be my baby sister. So.
Ah! Because when you said then Emisa, I was like, are you not Emisa? Oh, okay. So she's married, so her name has changed. So where's your partner? Where's your ring?
We're still looking.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe my partner is sitting right next to me. I don't know.
Oh, hallelujah. Yeah. Oh, wait, me? The way I'm chasing money now. Don't worry, when I'm ready to marry, I'll post and then we'll do auditions. Yeah, maybe we sell a form for 50K.
So I'll go and look at how Aladdin won Jasmine, and then I'll take inspiration from that. Hi guys, it's been a pleasure bringing this wonderful interview with the beautiful, talented Mahalia Bamford. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. This is James Brew, Master Of the Brew Show. You can find the Brew Show on your favorite social media platforms, which are Facebook, LinkedIn, X, Instagram, Threads, and of course YouTube. And then you can find James Brew, Master on the same platforms and TikTok as well. Guys, this is the month of December. Remember to have fun, but always ensure that you are going to stay safe as well. And I'll catch you same time next time. Bye for now.